Vancouver. It was our dream to make finals. Let's go. Easy.
Let's go, revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge. Revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge. Revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge.
It's all about the revenge. Welcome back to the Watchpoint Post Show. The San Francisco Shock and the Philadelphia Fusion fought it out today for the final spot in tomorrow's Stage 1 Finals. The Shock may have come in as the lower seed, but guys, we were clearly no underdog in this fight.
Yeah, I mentioned this in a halftime. I love the fact that San Francisco Shock.
Do you think you have it?
Say again.
Sorry, keep going.
Don't interrupt me like this, Puggy. I'm not like you. I can't just power through it, mate. Listen, I stopped to think about what you're saying. I'm just like, what? I can't even. What did you even say? A word?
Doesn't matter. Keep going.
All right. The thing that I like most about the San Francisco Shock, you throw me off.
Is that what you said?
Is the fact that they just don't slow down in the slightest. They do not underestimate opponents. They just go full steam ahead, and they will just plow over opponents. And that's what I like about them, you know?
This guy right here, Choi Hyobin, was so clutch in this series as well. Eating grab after grab. Sinatra, his grabs were landing, though, for the Shock.
Yeah, I feel like every player from Shockside really stepped it up today. Everyone had his personal highlight reel ready. And I love that they did their homework. They really knew their win conditions. They knew what to focus on Philadelphia Fusion and where to put the pressure on. And they, like, it looked different on every map. And it worked on every map.
It certainly did. I think they applied a lot of pressure to Sado over the course of this game as well, and that really helped Super and Sinatra dominate.
Big time.
And when they can just dominate the enemy Rhine like that, it's incredibly difficult for Fusion to do anything.
Now, we knew the Fusion, they were the losers of Map 2. They get to pick the map for Map 3. And on Assault, they went with Horizon. We thought maybe this is where they're going to bring the game back, Zoe.
Yeah, I really hope. They have been looking so good with them. They full held with the Winston. We saw it before. This time, just not so much. Shock was just so aggressive. They were so in their face. Yep. And I feel like Fusion kind of surprisingly didn't seem to expect him coming at them like that.
Yeah, I think it was really intelligent play from the Shock as well to play around the Winston triple tank, triple support that we always see from the Philadelphia Fusion, and we knew that that was going to be what Shock were preparing for, so they had a lot of intricate bait plays to lure Sado off the high ground and then dodge around him to be able to get to point. And it made the defense for the Fusion basically non-existent. You can see there they got 4 points and still had 3.5 minutes still left in the time bank.
Ridiculous speed. Taking a look at Rialto, this was the closer. And we knew that Sinatra and crew were going to be able to do damage here in the second half, Brent.
I'd like to really just talk about actually Choi Hyobin, you know, as a player, because I feel like we don't talk about him a lot, you know, good old Choi, and I feel like he is being a bit underrated. It's hard to sometimes see the impact of a lot of Diva players, but there he is. You know?
There's one. Good timing, Brent.
But, well, unfortunately.
Poco's stealing the show, as per usual.
I feel like he is a very underrated player in terms of where you rank the Diva players in the league. And he's always been up there. It's just, you know, he kind of gets overshadowed by a lot of the bigger personalities on his team.
And I think a lot of people remember Nevix in the lineup here for the Shock, playing the Diva formerly. Choi Hyobin brought in at the end of last year, got used a bit. Now he's used quite a bit more often. Do you ever see Nevix back in the lineup if you're the Shock, or do you just stick with this?
They used to run him a little bit on Horizon Lunar Colony, but I think Choi is so good that I would stick with him at the moment.